Hi Capricorn, welcome. This is going to be your guys' reading for the time frame of August 2020. It's going to be the last week of August. I'm currently working on getting your readings out for the month of September. That's where my focus is primarily at. So I'm just going to do a really quick read here for you guys today, last read of the month, just to really update the energies at this current point in time. So this is going to be a general read here for you guys. So if you're noticing specific messages are not resonating with your particular situation, don't try to force the messages simply to make them fit. It's really just an indication that they're meant for someone else, and at the end of the day, that's okay, because we do want everyone to get the messages that they were intended to get, right? Excuse me. Okay, so now that that's all out of the way, I just want to thank everyone for their patience in getting the videos out. My camera stopped working, so unfortunately I did have to figure out how to get a new camera source for these videos. So now that I'm all set up again, I can really try to give you guys lots of content. So thank you so much for your patience on that. Hope everyone is doing their best to stay positive, optimistic, really overall balanced, and doing whatever we can to bring peace, joy, or even harmony into our lives during a time where things can be unknown and difficult from time to time to handle. All right, so let's get the cards for our Taurus, or I'm sorry, our Capricorn collective. Take a deep breath, clear our mind. I'm going to ask that Spirit join us today. Spirit, please provide messages for the Capricorn collective. What messages did you feel you'd like to have come forward for the last week during August 2020 for the Capricorn collective? Thank you so much for these messages today, Spirit. These are your cards, everyone. Let's have a look. So your oracle says, responsibility. Become discriminate about the people you choose to help. There are too many people in your life who don't take responsibility for themselves and instead rely on you to sort it out for them. So this might touch or pull at some heartstrings of some of you. Oh, I like this. The next message, excuse me, is up. Now let's take a look in the book directly for that message. I really have a feeling there could be something in there that's going to resonate with you. So it says, time to lift your eyes off the ground and start looking up towards the heavens. Keeping you down and trying to be small isn't doing anyone any favors. This world needs you, and they need the real you. Low self-esteem and self-worth is impeding your perception of whom and what you really are. It is also affecting your ability to put yourself out into the world, and the world does need you at this time, because you are you're a specific blueprint that was put here on this earth, and there is no one quite like you. There is a whole other life awaiting inside you, crying to be lived. The only thing standing in your way is you. The universe sees you and knows you as a divine spark of the all. They're calling you now to begin embracing the aspects of yourself as well. Stand up and hold your head up, and begin looking at the ways in which you are disempowering yourself. It's time to start building your own personal sense of value and your own sense of worth. Spirit knows this is not an easy task, which is why they have brought you this message today. Every time you feel you are not enough, look up to the heavens and know that the entire cosmos is supporting you on this. When you see the sky above you, let that be your reminder that you are more than enough. You are God incarnated, and the only one who can give you value and a sense of worth is you. There is nothing your guides and angels want more than to see you step into the truth of who you really are. Start looking to the good within you, the value you actually do have, and the difference you really do make. Start to see yourself as the universe sees you. Human is what you are wearing on the outside. Inside, you are a brilliant light of divine source. Remember who you are. So you're moving. This is really a big reminder for you if you're struggling with self-esteem at this point and struggling with getting back out into society. Excuse me. You might have issues with speaking up because my throat chakra just started acting up for the first time this morning when I started this reading. So that might be an indication that you're having a hard time speaking up for yourself in some way. You might feel that you have the lowest self-esteem at this point that you've had for quite some time. So you need to continually look up and remind yourself of who you really truly are and what you truly do bring to this world. Along with the responsibility here of not taking on the responsibility of others, which is not your burden to carry, right? So this is a really big thing for the month of August for you guys, understanding that, you just don't want anything to do with all of the burdens of other people that they're placing on you, and it's really not fair to you, and you're really starting to get tired of it. So we're going to kind of shift out of here, and we're going to move into this focus here where we're focusing more so on ourself, who we truly are, from deep within our core, and we're going to continually remind ourselves during those moments where we're feeling a little bit down that we need to look up. We need to remember. We need to continually remind ourselves what is surrounding us, all up from up above. Let's have a quick look at your tarot. Alright, so I would say this first card is, they're really unique cards, that's for sure. 10 of Swords. And you have one major arcana here. Alright, so the energies here, with the 10 of Swords, and then I think this one here is Cups. Yeah, so there's a lot of emotions. You have a lot of emotions, and I think that's centering around, unfortunately, a lower self-esteem type of energy here. So it's really important right now that we, with the 10 of Swords, put whatever we need to into the past which was not serving us. So understanding that we don't have to continue living our life this way if it's not working for us. We're going to try something different so that we can get a different result, right? You may feel as though recently you've been betrayed by someone and you're giving up the responsibility of taking responsibility for their actions, because that's not your burden to carry. Big message here for some is really just don't allow yourself to put limits on what the universe can bring to you. I know it might be a point of sadness at this point. It might be also a point of relief once you allow yourself to move through the sadness. If you're going through an ending right now, it feels as though it is unfortunately tugging at your heartstrings. Know that it's a part of the journey which is really, truly, honestly taking you to where you were meant to be, right? You have this blueprint that you were born and destined to follow, and you're becoming one step closer to that as a result. You also have 10 of Cups, so 10-10, so this 10-10 number combination might be an angel number of some kind that might have some significance for you. So the 10 of Cups. So this is where you're going to have some peace. This is where you're going to have some serenity. You're going to have well-being. You're going to really truly live in the present moment. So this is about not focusing on so much on the future, focusing very little on the past, especially those things that you cannot change. This is where you're going to spend time with your loved ones. Relationships are going to start to become more harmonious here. And you're going to find any of the emotional hooks that really pressed your buttons in the past are no longer able to do so. So I really, 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 really like that for you guys a lot. And then immediately following the 10 of Cups, you guys have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups and the Moon. So yeah, these feelings of sadness, I feel as though you're going from a little bit of sadness to a little bit of self-esteem issues to, it's kind of that roller coaster of going around and at some point getting to the point where you have the ups and the happier times and the more peaceful and serene times. So it's really it's very scattered energies, and that's okay for this point in time for sure. So 9 of Cups. This is really, really nice to see after the 10 of Cups, because this is where you can have wishes fulfilled. This is where you can have enjoyment in your life, right? This is where there's definite confirmation here that any of the emotional baggage that you've been carrying along with you, you are letting it go. You're setting it down. You're no longer carrying that backpack of others' emotional needs on your shoulders, and that is fantastic. There's a lot of positive energy around you coming up in the month of September. So a really good shift in your energies there. See, with the Moon, Major Arcana. So this is telling me that the emotions are quite dominant in this reading. Your emotions are very strong. Your emotions are not necessarily getting the best of you. It's really just a roller coaster of emotions here. I do feel that you have been through a highly emotional time. It's not just recent, and you're really looking forward to come out of this state of living in an illusion or living a lie. That's specific for some. Alright, so next card, we're back to the Cups. So like I say, Cups are all about the emotions as well. So another Cups, you have 5 of Cups. So this is, again, it's a reminder that you don't want to remain trapped in a moment from your past, a moment in time. You might not be able to see with your mind's eye a way to move forward. It is blocked for some of you. So this is very much needing to go with the flow to allow blockages to be released. So some of you might have meditations that might be helpful. So clearing your chakras. I feel as though, like I said, the throat chakra is definitely for some of you where you're not able to speak up maybe regarding a certain situation. And then for others, it could definitely be because the entire collective is really having heart chakra activations or blockages removed. There's just a lot of opening of the heart chakra overall, so that's another thing that you might want to focus on during this time as well. And the last card that I have for you guys, it looks like Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Really, really, really colorful, interesting cards. So this is all about your sacred solitude. So remember not to give up on your self-love here. This is about you really maintaining the self-discipline here, right, to take care of the self first and foremost. You are going to be able to you're going to be able to see things a lot clearer during this point in time in your life. And it may be a little bit scary for some, I'm sensing. It's simply a feeling of that because it's new, it's confusing, it's unknown. Just know that you are going through a process. It is perfectly normal. And this card in particular is really telling me that you really do feel when you rely on your ability to co-create with spirit, and you stick to your program of self compassion and self-trust and self-worth. You're trusting completely that the plan is unfolding right before you exactly how spirit intended it for you. So it's all about bringing you full circle so that you can really truly get all of the lessons that you're meant to get along the way during your journey, and then you're one step closer really to where spirit intends to see you. You're going to belong there. You're going to thrive there, right? All right, let's take a look at your gratitude message. It says, I am grateful for finding the strength and courage in the midst of it all. Beautiful, lovely message of gratitude here. Just goes to show that we can always find something to be grateful for. All right, so that's the end of your guys' read. I do want to share with you all. I'm going to do a little giveaway for you guys. I have a journal here. The journal is, let's see if I can get it up here to show you guys. It is a deck of cards that I have. It's called May You Know Joy. And when I purchased the deck of cards, it came with this add-on, and I selected the add-on of the journal here for you guys. I thought, oh wow, that would be really nice to give away to someone in the community. I really do feel, especially for you Capricorn, this could be something that is incredibly helpful for you guys to get out your emotions, not keep them bottled up, really just to let things flow out of you onto the paper. Even if it's artistically, it doesn't have to be written. It can be drawing pictures. There's just really just blank pages in the journal itself. And if you're not sure what to journal about, there is a journal prompt in the back. So it says, number one, what are my intentions for today? How do I want to show up in my life today? Number three is what small things can bring me joy today? Number four, what one small step can I take towards something bigger I'd like to create in my life? And the last one is, what three things am I grateful for today? So if all else fails, just write in the journal what you're grateful for. That's a really, really powerful exercise to change your vibrational output for sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask that you guys place a comment down below to enter your name for this contest. I'm not really sure what the cutoff date will be yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a simple yes or no question of you guys, right? So the question is, if you had 24 hours to live, would you want to know? Yes or no? Simply place the yes or no down below. Your name automatically gets entered into the contest. If you want to go into further details with further explanation, that is welcome as well. Absolutely. Yeah, so that is really about changing your guys' mindset at this point in time. just consider things maybe that haven't been top priority for you really to dive that deep into things. This is just kind of changing your mindset for things to come in the future. So get your name in for that contest. And I'm going to cut it short. Like I said, I'm working on the September reads for you guys. And it looks like I need to get rid of some of the lint here on this table. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay, guys, so that's it for me today. Remember, in a world and a universe where you can be absolutely anything, simply be free. So I promise we'll talk soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.